it's me again. So I would make it short about the scholarship program for international students come to Taiwan to study. So the first year, most of you will receive 50% or 100% discount for the first year tuition fee, right? But from the second year, then your study result and your extracurricular activities will decide whether or not you continue receiving the scholarship. So some of you might already know it, but just to remind or to introduce it for someone who not very sure, not very clear. So there are several requirements. First is the grading requirement. You need to be, if you are ranked in the top 5% of the class size of 35 or less, you will receive 100% of the scholarship. And after that, you rank among top 50%, you get 75%, and the lower you rank, the less the money you get. And from this semester, this is new, I just added today, attendance requirement. So from this semester on, students who want to get the scholarship must attend 70% of the classes in the first 9 weeks. I mean, if in the first 9 weeks, if you skip 3 classes of any subject, then you are disqualified for the international scholarship. Next, besides the grading, oh, by the way, rank among the top 5%, and there is no courses less than 80. But however, 80 is, I think 80 is just belong to top 30%. I'm afraid that you will need a lot higher than 80 to compete with other international students. And the next requirement is volunteer hours. You need to do at least 60 hours of volunteer hours per semester. And there's a lot of kind of activity that you can obtain this hour, like supporting office document, picking up new students, translating document, and participating in competitions. Next, you also need some skill that help your study. First is time management. You need to maybe write a to-do list or a schedule plan. You need to prioritize the more important and the more nearer tasks. Next, you should practice public speaking skill because now once you get to university, you will need to do a lot of presentation instead of written exam. So you need to practice public speaking skill to deliver your opinion, your ideas, or your presentation in the most polished way. You also need to develop some critical thinking skill because, as I mentioned, we don't do a lot of written tests with fixed answer nowadays. You will need to develop critical thinking skill to give the more creative answers and reasonable, of course, and debating. Sometimes people might not agree with you on your idea or your opinion, but if you prepare yourself with debating skill, then you can explain, you can protect, support your idea with the most reasonable reason and persuasive way. And you also need to prepare yourself with the creative writing, because if you just write something very general, very normal, then your piece of writing might not be very outstanding. But if you do more creative, then it will be more noticeable and you will have higher chance to get better grade. Next, I want to show you some of the activities I have participated since I get to ISU University. I have participated in Cultural Ambassador last year. So I get a lot of volunteers hour for that. And I also participated in public speaking competition. And I have been teaching English at primary school and secondary school around Kaohsiung. It's a really fun experience. It's not calculated, it's not counted as volunteer hour, but it's really memorable and worth trying experience. because you not only sharing knowledge, but you also learn from students and create memorable memory. Ooh. Okay. This is some of the little achievement that I have gotten. This is the certificate of scholarship. Every semester I receive one paper like this. Every semester, the scholarship of full, the certificate of full scholarship, and the certificate for participating in different competition, and the Dennis Award if you get outstanding academic achievement, then you will receive this paper. And all this can be kept and maybe submit together. If you want to study, if you want to pursue higher study, then you might submit all of this together. It might be a bonus point. And yes, thank you for listening.